Where are we right now?
The skate park, Santa Cruz skate park,
And why are we here?
to see where we're putting everything for the festival.
The Good Karma Festival Project is a year-long, employment-focused and project-based training program for adults with disabilities. Those individuals, along with our dedicated support staff, work together to produce a music festival featuring professional production, high-quality entertainment, along with a beer garden, local food trucks, and more.
Yes, I Can is a career exploration and job training program for individuals with disabilities. Students are learning the 21st century career skills such as communication, collaboration, adaptability, resilience, entrepreneurial mindset. These are the skills that are needed to be successful in a job.
The majority of our class sessions are done remotely, which offers us many collaboration opportunities. However, we do meet up several times throughout the year for location scouting and field trip activities.
We are here to coordinate an event called, are we still calling it the Summer Meltdown?
Summer Meltdown started in 2004 with 12 students on the autism spectrum in a special education class. They came to me and said that they wanted to throw a concert for their peers, and they felt that they would be accepted if they did something like their peers. And I explained to them that it is a big, huge undertaking to find sound, staging, lighting, and the student said, so you don't think we could do it? And that obviously, the challenge was accepted. We produced a concert, everyone enjoyed it, and through that experience, that kind of launched the Summer Meltdown Autism Awareness Arts and Music Festival. Grew in size, magnitude, professionalism, bigger bands, bigger stage production.
We don't have a completely set in stone title. However, we do have a very strong working title that is, at this point, likely to be what we're going to use.
What if there was an opportunity to prove my worth and show my skills? What if there was a place where I could show the world what I can do? The Good Karma Music and Arts Festival establishes a one-of-a-kind opportunity for young adults with disabilities who are building careers in the entertainment industry.
We are going to look at one more lesson that talks kind of about the sound side of things, as we talked about earlier.
All right, today let's take a look at the coolest hook and loop ties for your mic and other cables.
This is what employers will look for when you guys go into your interviews. They look for preparedness, they look for showmanship of the work and that you understand the material.
I already know people that probably want to personally table and everything.
They would have to go have like 2 security guards down where they are.
When you use that area, you can't have the stage here. It's going to be too disruptive.
Also need those restroom trailers. They also need power and they need water hookup. So we would need to, we'll already have the, so as you've already all seen, this is our sponsorship deck. As I've shown you before, it's like a brochure.
We need to simplify the pitch is what we need to do. Get it to the point where it is just very right to the point and very clear, but it's not too long.
I thought maybe we could just eventually, if people like this one, we could put a lot of word in between, and then the back could have the bands on it eventually.
Just to recap, exactly a week ago, last Tuesday, we released the lineup with one major artist not announced. As you remember, the poster had the blur at the top. Because we're not going to spend all of our advertising money at once. We're going to, spend a little bit, see how it goes. If it works, we'll spend more, and we'll kind of go from there. Coming down to it, we are at the beginning of the start of 2 weeks before the festival. We've got all of this week, we've got the weekend, and then we've got next week. How have you been preparing for the event?
Last 6-7 months I have been been trying to book artists. We've been figuring out what type of vendors we're gonna have. We've been getting the wristbands done, all sorts of other stuff.
Tell us something about you.
I've always lived by a philosophy of not overwhelming myself, but I also know that I need to push my limits, especially if I want to get anywhere. And so that's always a hard balance because I'm always afraid if I overwhelm myself, what's going to happen. So
what have you enjoyed learning?
In like some of the technical terms, yeah.
I've had a little bit of experience in acting and a little bit of film stuff, but nothing on this scale.
What's your message to business owners and employers?
Ignorance is not bliss. You know, disabled does not mean stupid. There's plenty of actual research data on how when companies hire people with disabilities, they tend to get, very hard workers that actually bring up company morale and everything, and it actually contributes positively to the office environment.
How do you plan on filming the festival?
You're gonna have a point of view of what I'm seeing, but then you'll also have the point of view of my other cameras, like my cell phone and my Handycam. This right here is where we'll be performing. I believe somewhere around here on the side stage.
Good Karma Festival! Put your hands together for SO!
If somebody tells you that you can't do something, it may affect you, but you have to look past it because that person, they're not you. You know what I'm saying? It took time for me to believe in myself because, growing up, having a disability, it's hard, being honest. But that doesn't mean you can't get stuff done. My definition of getting it done is whether it takes you a week, a day, a year, 2 years, 10 years, don't give up on that goal because it's a process to make progress. Work towards it. There will be obstacles. There will be people trying to stop you, but you have to hop over.
The biggest reward from producing this project was to see the confidence boost that our students showed when we allowed them to explore their passions and interests. This festival really gave them a chance to do that.
I just want to thank the community for embracing our program, embracing our students. The Good Karma Music Festival is more than just a concert. It allows our students to test and gain their skills that they've learned through the 21st century career skills.
It just shows them what they're capable of doing, and never to ever be told that you can't do something.
We're turning passions into paychecks, and we're opening doors for a lucrative career that's usually who you know, and that's how you get in there. We're changing the game, and we're lifting up individuals into opportunities for jobs that they've only dreamed about.
Hi, I'm Anthony Gigante, and I'm the owner of PodcastSCV. I was introduced to Brett Lieberman about 6 months ago, and from day one, I was impressed by their professionalism and their desire to work in an industry where they may not have had opportunities to do so. We took on one intern at the time, now have 4 interns on staff, and they have contributed amazingly to our progress and our success. In fact, they've become family.
My name is Lisa D'Souza. I am the founder and executive director of the Santa Clarita International Film Festival. Just in a very short time frame, was thrilled to see the amount of growth that this team has. They've come together, they support each other, they try to problem solve. Just very, 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 very impressive.
I strongly encourage anyone to look at the organization and see the students and consider bringing them on as interns to your organization as well.
Yes, you can. You can do it. Yes, I can. And I'm saying it like that because literally, whatever you work towards will come.